Welcome back to Amanda Plays Games. We are back in the Outer Worlds. We are off Edgewater. Or I guess the Emerald Vale is technically what it was called. Okay. That's enough out of you. Thank you. We have a couple... Oh, he has a perk available. Increase my companion's maximum health. Increase the amount of threat your companion generates, making them more likely to attack this companion. Decrease bonus support hack. Increase your hack skill when Max is in the party. Let's go ahead and do this. Excuse me. Anyway, so we have the empty man. Terminal in the Groundbreaker's security office. So we need to go to the Groundbreaker anyway, but we want to do that. So we need to do... Groundbreaker. I see. Monarch. Olympus, Tartarus, Aridanos, Hephaestus, Terra 2, Phineas's Lab, Typhon, Skyla. Terra 2. Let's go ahead and go to the Groundbreaker.
Destiny.
Oi. That doesn't sound good. Here you can see all the planets in the system as well as the special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked. Though some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous, and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work.
Mission reached. The Groundbreaker.
Okay.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I don't know. I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Ooh. Play my favorite song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Wow, that's not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
Okay, tell me a joke.
Why are obtuse angles so depressed? Because they are never right.
That's nice.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
Her eyes are like creepily lifelike compared to the rest of her, aren't they? I'm gonna leave. Bye-bye. Alright, you guys. Sure.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
Okay. What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure. We could head over. Sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time.
No worries.
Did you want to talk about something else?
No, I think we're good. Alright. Tactical shotgun. So it's got a barrel mod and a mag mod. Crit damage plus And then shock. Okay. I have my stuff, right? I think we're probably fine. Holographic shroud, geothermal passcode. I don't think we need anything, honestly. Oh. Party selection. Choose up to 2 companions to accompany you. Alright. I guess we might as well take them both, right? Groundbreaker. Blocking, leaping, and using TTD are the best ways to safely close distance against enemies with a gun. Okay. Okay. Vicar Max and Parvati. I'm just gonna call you Max, okay? Ooh, his eyeballs are...
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
Mardette.
That's not the point. This halfwit
Felix.
just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Goodness.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
I noticed you were in the middle of an argument.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
I'd like to hear your side. What happened?
I had this foreman, right?
Okay.
Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolved your difference like an adult, right? Oh boy. So you defend the honor of your team.
Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Oh. Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Oh, she is. Yep. That's me, Captain of the Unreliable.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Okay. Never caught your name, Amanda.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around.
See you around, boss.
Now I'm your boss, too? Stevedore?
Gonna head to Varus for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
Hello. Oh, it's stealing. Raider crew.
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating to move boxes.
Oh, that wasn't his name. That's what he is? They are? Stevedore? Okay. McCred. Captain Gunnar McCred, wanted dead or alive, for several counts of public intoxication, destruction of Groundbreaker property, unpaid docking fees, and resisting arrest. Contact Commandant Sanita if you have any information concerning McCred's whereabouts. Failure to report a tip may result in imprisonment and a fine. Proof of kill is required to collect the reward. Oh, Phineas Wells. Yep.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so riled at him.
Well, you're looking at it. Oh, music box. This is all owned stuff, obviously. Mardet.
Just arrived? Head over to Customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Okay, customs.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please.
Here you go.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
Porque why?
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
What?
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get it resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Okay, any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Great. I'll go talk to him and get straight.
You take the
this all
starch out of him,
straightened
well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure. Oh.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it.
Much appreciated.
I love how
Is there anything else I can help you with?
naturally just say a lot of the things first. I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Okay. Can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Okay. Looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me.
Okay.
Chief Jun Lei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
Okay.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Got it.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain, matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
What do you know about Sublight Salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads.
Okay.
Sublight gives me the creeps.
Okay.
I've
Good to
known
know.
folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Okay, how does Halcyon Holdings
Are you
work?
pulling my leg?
I'm new around here.
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board.
Okay. The board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Okay. How does the Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirtside, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
Okay, so there's actually a boardroom somewhere where all these company heads with all these company heads in it.
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Got it.
Glad to help.
I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
Okay, that's all I need to know
All
about
right.
this. Can you tell me about Udon Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Okay, a liaison. So there's tension between the Groundbreaker and the board.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one
Guess
they gotta
so.
depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Okay. Can't the Groundbreaker and the board just work together?
You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker
Okay.
cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
Exactly. I'm glad it terrifies them. Keep pushing them.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
Probably, honey.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway.
All right. Thank you for the information.
Sure thing.
I guess.
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Okay, so the reason that
Be seeing you.
have been asking all the questions is because I did get a comment on my last video. A Dave Dower 9146 mentioned that there was a third option with Adelaide and Reed where you could talk to Adelaide more and then go back to Reed and talk to him, and eventually he steps down. Adelaide takes over the Saltuna factory and takes over the town. So I am gonna try to talk a little bit more. Not that I mind that we missed an option. It's not like the worst thing in the world. It gives me some replayability. But just so that way we have some options. All of the options that we know of. Oh, hi. I don't think I'm supposed to open that up. I discovered a workbench. Oh, over there. Mardet, again. Hello. A quest objective requires you enter a restricted area. If caught inside, you will be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent immediate hostiles.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Okay.
As always, I am at your disposal. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Let's talk about this personal quest of yours.
Yes, well, now that we're here, can we check in with security? I'd like to track down that Scholar.
Okay, that's the plan. Okay. So how do we do it? How do we activate this thing? This? Back.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
I'm interested in the McRed bounty. Where can I find him?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Okay. I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Thanks. What bounties do you have available?
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed. That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment.
Okay, cool.
The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his location, Udon Bedford would surely like to hear it.
Okay, got it.
Glad to hear it. Anything else? Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Okay, just trying to make conversation.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved.
Alright. What's a Mardet?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Ah, so that's not... Mardet wasn't her name. It's just
The
what they
original
are.
force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
Got it. Okay. Hello.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before.
Oh, you can't see
What
anything.
can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Just getting my bearings. What do you do here?
This is the security desk, ma'am. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sanita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Any more? What happened?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
Oh, poor honey. Do you do, I don't know, tours or something?
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... we just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sanita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something.
We're friends, right, Lee? Do me a favor and I'll owe you one.
All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
How do we get in? Here? Restricted area.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Could use some work. Any pointers?
Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck. Anything else I can help you with, ma'am?
Chief Tennyson?
Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Does a real great job of it, too. Her family's worked on it for, gosh, since it was built, I think. Back before the crossing.
What's she like? Is she a good boss?
Good as she can be, I guess. What with all the troubles Groundbreaker's facing.
Oh, no.
She could stand to lighten up, I suppose. But she tries her best to do right by folks, and that's what matters.
Leading a ship the size of the Groundbreaker must be a challenge.
Sure is, but she makes it look easy. She's real competent, our chief, even if she ain't real friendly.
What can you tell me about Sublight Salvage?
They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for her. I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business, if you catch my meaning.
Oh, goodness. I'll need you to explain that.
Let's say there's been times when I heard somebody needed a thing, and somebody else had such a thing, but they weren't inclined to sell.
I see.
Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly found theirs missing, and the one who needed got one.
Pirates,
If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck. Case closed.
So they're criminals, but they have an office on your promenade
If
deck?
anybody could prove them
Promenade?
criminals, the board would have put their foot down a long time past. They always got, what do they call it? Deniability? Something gets nicked or someone turns up dead, Sublight says, hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility. But everyone knows what they're doing, top to bottom.
They're working against the Halcyon board?
Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need something the board ain't inclined to sell, you might look to Sublight to get it. You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that money gets passed on to their contractors, so in the end, it's still business.
You must admit, there is a beauty to the order of it. Everything operates within the constraints of the grand plan, even organized crime.
People do what they gotta to get by.
All right.
Oh, sure, sorry.
He's cute.
Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting too much, and Commandant Sonia's gotta reprimand me again, and... Oops, doing it again. Sorry.
You're okay, Bubby.
Oh, don't worry. Captain's real understanding.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to folks drone on about their pointless, depressing lives.
Awful generous of you, listening to me like this.
You're cute.
That's what I'm here for, ma'am.
I'll ask you more questions. I bet you've got seized contraband all over the system locked up back here.
Sure, and stuff from outside the system, too.
You don't
off the
say.
interstellar freighters. That's why we also have so many armed Mardettes on duty here.
Wow. What if some of that contraband's mine and I'm here to claim it?
That'd be awful weird. On account of you should be locked up back here, too, then.
Okay.
All right.
A lot of freighters coming through the station. Must keep you busy.
Less than there used to be. Fewer freighters passing through these days. I spend some shifts just listening to the wireless.
Why aren't there many freighters coming through?
Search me. I mean, don't search me, because that's my job. Get it?
Yes.
I reckon you'd have to ask the folks in Byzantium.
All right. I think we're good to leave. Right. Where do I gotta go? I don't want to steal anything necessarily. Mardet. This terminal? No. Huh.
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest.
Okay. Eject docking records data cartridge. Confiscated goods. Modified pistol, hatchet, metal hoop, prayer beads, Locked container. Owner refused inspection. Okay. Sublight put a bid on one of our impounds. Generous one, too. Negotiate for the usual finder's fee and give Lila her salvage. Brawl at the Last Hope. Freelancers vs. Board. Freelancers 1. Arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne's ship impounded by order of Udom Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne's associates with that board snake. Associates. So that's me. Not really, but Hawthorne was the ship person. The captain before me. Guy from the Back Bay has roughed up a moon kid. Raving mad. Warned me that the moon was gonna bring about the end times. He was flying high on whatever Macred grows down there. Got a sworn testimony that Macred was spotted at the Rest and Go. Not that anyone will corroborate it. Reminder to keep an eye on Gladys.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking... Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Okay, it seems awful convenient. We'll do a perception check. You hesitated there, Vicar. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
It all seems awful convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so now... Fallbrook Unmane. Monarch. Monarch is a different place, though, isn't it? Let's do this one. Bye. It was lovely meeting you. Security. Chun-Li. Wow.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
And 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
It might take a hot second for my computer. I might have to look down a lot because my computer is struggling. Mardettes, freighter crew people.
Rizzo's lemon slap.
Oh, let's see if we can adjust the settings real quick. Balanced. Quality. Let's try applying this.
For whole family tonight.
That might be a little better. We still might be a little laggy.
Move along.
I love your hair. The bar is open.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Okay.
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection.
That's right, we can't get on
Canyons
Monarch
of
yet.
acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hardworking citizens. This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
Interesting.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till Junlei gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
Nice. I don't suppose you know a way I could get to Stellar Bay on Monarch.
Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corpse pulled back to Terra 2.
Do you know why?
It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your face off for fun. Might all be board propaganda, though. If you're aiming to get to Stellar Bay, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. The board don't like them that truck with Monarch. But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. Try Gladys on the promenade. She'll fix you up.
Okay, all the traders in the system come through here. Heard anything interesting?
Only the usual. Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space?
You know, I've heard that it doesn't take much to live your life with no brain at all. What's this heat issue I keep hearing people complaining
The
about?
radiators. They're fucked 10 ways to Sunday.
Oui.
And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
Sounds like you might have an issue with your thermal control system.
Couldn't say. And I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse.
I love how it gives you a chance to use your skills and like completely explain it to this person. And they're like, does it look like I'm an engineer? I work in a bar. I don't know anything about that. What do you need radiators for?
They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade.
That's not good. How long has it been like this?
Weeks? I lost track. Too law-damn long.
Ooh. Charge of fixing it.
Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up.
Okay. Maybe I could do something.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering.
Okay.
There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that.
Well, that's good.
This place has a smell, right? It's not just me, like mold and old socks.
Just got done with a real sweet haul. Heft to Fairfield. Loads of metals and rare earths for the T&L factory.
What's a rare earth?
Hell if I know, but it's rare, so it's gotta be expensive, yeah? Made a good pile of bits on it.
Planning to blow it all here, huh?
Lano. Burned half of it before I got off the dock in gantry. Fees, fuel, some overdue repairs. This place has a smell, right? It's not just me. Like mold and old socks.
Hey.
I had a question about this plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity.
Okay. Has rocked the league and thrown its pivotal game
right.
into question.
You had a question?
Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first.
Okay. Anything fun back here? Hi.
Hot enough for you?
Yeah. I'm just wandering.
I'll be just a moment.
No. Oh. The bathroom. Some people left some stuff. You good? Are you throwing up or something? Oy. Hopefully you're fixing that. Okay, you guys. Alright, so... we're going to try to find Spacer's Choice. Wow.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Dennison will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you.
Only...
Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
He sounds so enthusiastic about his job. I've got to ask about the hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
No complaints here. You doing all right in there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Can you see?
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprout Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Interesting. Do you miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon Colony.
You sound so sad. Okay.
Have a look.
Let's see. I don't think I need anything from you. Whoops. I didn't mean to whip out a gun on you. I'm sorry.
Have you tried our dehydrated water tablets? Just add air. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's Choice.
I wish I could save this man. You work for Spacer's Choice? Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
I'll, just don't go looking into it.
If you did, that'd be good, actually. They could use the help.
And if you do, please don't mention us.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. Or this stall. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
You're not wrong. No thank you. I'm fine. If you can't leave the stall, then where do you sleep? You have a little bed back here? Oh, I don't think I want to do that. It might be considered something bad. Let's see if we can find the lady here to fix the heat.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Hi, are you making a scene?
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
Not to my knowledge.
See, Furu? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay?
Okay.
As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Maybe I can check in on her.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Okay. I'm here to visit Jesse.
What seems to be the problem?
I'd like to see Jesse Doyle.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no.
I understand.
You may not see her.
The records say, have you actually spoken to her yourself?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
I don't think we passed the perception check. Let's see her around.
Take care.
Can I sneak in?
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain?
I'm just gonna walk
If you're
in.
here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Oh no. Oh. Wheeler told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment.
Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed.
Sorry, I'm just
He must
a
be
messenger.
referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
I could try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster.
Okay.
That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Okay. Wait, hello. Sick bay nurse. Jesse? That doesn't look great. Examine. Patient experiences unusual side effects post-hibernation after his latest voyage. Complains of longer days and increased boredom, as if time itself is slowing down. I've never seen complications this severe, and I'm prescribing a high dosage of stims. While I'm optimistic that I can address the symptoms, the cause still troubles me. I'm going to try reaching out to conveyor crews and some corpse docks I know on Terra 2 for answers. I've learned that interstellar crews call the condition skip flu, and everyone I asked said they know someone who knows someone who had it. In extreme cases, they say the person's body and mind break down entirely. Board medics, the few who bothered to reply, insisted the patient was making it up to shirk their duties. I don't believe my patient is malingering? But how do I prove that when the board won't even review my evidence? Jesse? He's hacking up along too. Mardet ID card. Found an ID cartridge to use. Oh, the holographic shroud. Okay, I see. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the restricted area. Okay. Okay, trespassers will be shot on sight and fined. Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shroud is activated, giving you temporary access. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Jeez, okay. Well,
Looking
hello
sharp.
there. Thanks, buddy.
Something the matter?
No.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Maybe, but I need to find somebody, honey. Okay. This one. Nope. Nope, not there. I don't need to technically steal any of this stuff. Oh, there! They're like me. Okay, how do I get around this?
Thought I saw. Not so fast.
Yes.
What do you think you're doing?
I am doing nothing at all.
Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
How do I get around here?
Great work.
Okay. I don't know that I want to steal anything right now.
No one saw me trip over that, right?
No, baby. Hey, how do I get to this gal that I'm supposed to? Beds. People are sleeping here? Squatter's journal. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Was it my fault the captain decided to take off early? Was it my fault no one checked the crew manifest? Was it my fault they replaced me with a full-timer? Now I'm filthy, biteless, and bedless. As far as anyone's concerned, I'm groundbreaker trash. That's how I live. And if no one agrees to take me on his crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. Oh no, I'll take you on his crew. Where are you? Hey, wait.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate townships?
Like the... vending machines in here. Hello. Ephraim?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room? I'll just move. Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
That's fine. Are you okay? Ephraim? Okay. I need to figure out how to get...
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
I mean, I don't think we need a room. Huh. We're looking for this lady, but I don't know where she might be. I guess we'll just go...
I've seen you limping a bit. You alright, Mr. Vicar? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicar. Don't worry. Captain and I'll take care of you.
Oh,
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
Parvati is cute. I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to be to find this lady. Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
She's worried about you. A lot.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Okay. Hello.
The truth is, I'm not sick.
Okay.
But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath.
Okay.
You, ain't with the board, are you?
No.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Okay. What did you do that got you in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yeah, do you think the board had someone follow you and you're not hiding out? And now you're hiding out?
No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's the skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you stole it?
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Well, Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
I'll talk to Udom for you.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Any word on Jessie?
Yeah, she's in debt. Thinks that someone's after her. I'll handle it.
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
Alright. Spacer's choice. So we did that one. Some more debt. A freighter crew. Waste disposal. Trash.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go?
Probably into space if I had to guess. How would I want to get into here? What's in here?
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match?
Not
No
now,
one?
Max.
Really?
Hello? Is someone there? Help!
Yes.
I'm locked in here. Here they Don't mess with us.
Okay.
Smells awful, and not all of it's mine. I'll die in here. Just get me out.
Where are you?
If you can hear me.
I could. Must be.
Is anyone there? I can hear footsteps. Don't just leave me here.
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet.
Poor
Thanks
guy.
again, friend.
What happened?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually, two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me.
Oh, man. How long have you been in there?
Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
You've been locked in. I did you a favor. What are you gonna do for me? I guess.
You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
I don't know. Just make sure people know I helped you out.
That all? Of course. Everyone on the ship's gonna hear about this. Hell, it's the only chance I've got to keep my job.
Okay. Groundbreaker reputation increased. I don't want to get locked in here, so let's... This is barred. And take these. Unbar that door. Uh-huh. Oh no! A gentleman died. Oh no. Oh, these caterpillar guys got him. Oh no, another person died. Oh no. I don't know that I like this. I guess I don't see the point in it, but I don't know. Okay. Ooh.
Step lively, Miss Holcomb.
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot wasn't untied.
Oh.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or architect forbid, become lost.
I like that they talk to each other. Oh, shoot. Okay. A jeweled ring, a gyrosite, and a reactive kinematic shield projector. When your health drops too low, this mod makes you temporarily invulnerable and increases your regeneration for a short time. The effect has a cooldown. Interesting. Oh, am I stuck? I'm terrified of falling. I'm gonna save. Halcyon. How did I get here? Oh, hello. Oh, I snapped my leg.
Wow, you got that?
Yeah. Okay, well this sounds like...
Here they come. We're destined to die. Nice hit.
Okay, I think I got it. Oh no. Here we go. Take some sprite hides. tartarus sauce. Fast ration. I need like a flashlight. How do I activate a flashlight up in here? Maybe I don't have one. Find your head. Okay. You got it. Maybe I'll remember. Bell's shells discovered. Oh. Hello. I'm somehow in the back of your shop.
Nicely done.
Hey, how'd you get back there?
Beats me. I just followed my nose. Bell's shells. Well, hello there.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip?
No.
That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
What's the benefit of modifying my weapons?
Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Nice.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads.
Wow.
What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire.
Okay. If I change my mind, can I take a mod off or replace it?
No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
See. Does modifying a weapon void the warranty?
A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRANTIES tops the list.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
So, what can I get you?
I'm not gonna buy anything from you. Thank you, though. Aha. Medical bay. Trash. The Lost Hope. Oh, we were already in here. Rest and go. Were we in here too? Oh, it's the...
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave.
Oh.
Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
I'm looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
Okay, how's life on the Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
Nice. How does the Groundbreaker keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Nice. You mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Do you do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Poor guy. Alright, I'll be on my way. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Hello, Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Oh, wow. Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least.
Okay.
Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Oof. 10,000 bits? Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
I don't know what the job is.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering?
Mm-mm.
Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Okay, I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
True that. Okay, abandoned outpost, corporate secrets, got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
What other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got.
Yep.
You'll find
Already
her
on my
fretting
way.
in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Oh, thanks. Candy, you guys. Alright, so I think in the next episode, we will visit the Halcyon people. Udom? What's his name?
CNP, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Wow. Beautiful. Yeah, so next time we'll go see the Halcyon, place right there. And then we'll go find, Junlei. And see a few other things. But for now, that'll be all for this episode. So thank you everyone and anyone who's watching. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.